Hello everyone. This is the fifth video in financial accounting series. In this present video, I will be talking about ledger and ledger posting. Overall financial accounting process starts with identifying of business transaction, recording of journals, and then creation of ledgers and preparation of trial balance, and finally preparation of financial statements like profit and loss account and balance sheet. So ledger is a third step in a financial accounting process. Once we prepare a journal with the details, the next step is preparation of ledger. With journal, we will not be able to get summary of the account. Ledger, ledger provides summary of each account and it shows a balance for each account. Journal is a record of business transaction in a systematic manner and in chronological order. We will not be able to summarize anything in journal. When I say summarize here, we will not be able to come to know what is the balance of cash account, how much amount we need to pay to creditors, how much amount we have to receive from debtors, what is the total asset company is having. All this information we will not be able to get it from journal. So we need to work on ledger. Ledger is a book which contains in a summarized and classified form a complete record of all transactions. Since it contains complete information about various transactions, it is called as principal book. As I informed earlier, ledger contains every information about the transactions in a summarized form, and it also classified form. Classified form means everything is grouped in different accounts. Cash account is a separate and capital account is separate, asset account is separate. So it will be in summarized form and in classified form. The next point is net result of any account can obtain only from ledger. Ledger provides balance of every account code. What is the cash in hand balance? How much asset company is owning? What is the amount payable to creditor? Everything we are going to get it from ledger. Every ledger will be containing 100 plus accounts, which is called as chart of accounts. So all these account codes should be maintained in some sequential order. Sequential order may be with alphabetic order or maybe with the type of the account to access ledger pages easily in a books of accounts. The format of ledger. Ledger account will be in a T format. Left side of the T format is called as a debit side and the right side of the T format is called as credit side. In the center we have to write what is the account name, which is a ledger account like cash account or bank account or debtors account, furniture account, etc. Clear? Ledger will be in T form. Left hand side is called as debit and the right hand side called as credit, and in the center we need to write the account name. Further, left side is divided into 4 columns. First column is date. Transaction date will be recorded in the first column. Second column is account code, corresponding account code. If I am preparing a cash account, what is the other account which is credited here, that should be entered. Third column is journal folio. Journal folio is nothing but a page number of the journal from which journal page you are transferring this record to ledger. And fourth column is amount. Same way on the credit side also, date, account code which is debited, journal page number as journal folio, and amount. These things to be entered. The process of transferring records from journal to ledger is called as ledger posting. And all the final accounts of a business are prepared on the basis of ledger balances. To summarize, the ledger posting consists of identify the page of the ledger account, enter the date of the transaction, enter the account detail, whether it is debit account or a credit account, and then enter the journal page number in journal folio column and enter corresponding amount. This is a process of ledger posting. Let us see some example and then it will clarify you how the ledger posting works. In the previous video, video number 4, while journalizing, we have done journalization for 14 transactions. These are the 14 accounting entries which got generated. So there are 4 pages in this. Page number 1 is having 4 journal entries. Page number 2 is having 4 journal entries. Similarly, page number 3 is also having 4 journal entries. And page number 4 is having 2 journal entries. I am taking these 4 pages and then I will start posting these journal entries into ledger. Before getting into ledger, let us see what are the different account codes have been used in these journal entries. See the first journal entry, cash account debtor to capital account. What are the 2 account codes used here? One is cash account and the second one is capital. See the second journal entry, ICICI bank account debtor to cash account. So the third account which is used is ICICI bank account. Cash account we have already listed here, so no need to consider one more time. Next, third journal entry, furniture account to creditor PQR account. Both these account codes are new, so I am listing it here again. Furniture account, creditor PQR account. And in the fourth journal entry, stationery expense to cash. Cash we have already considered in the list, so I am taking only stationery expense account. Coming to page number 2, there are 3 accounts again, purchase account debtor to ABC creditor account and cash account. So cash account is already there. I am adding purchases account and then ABC creditor account. Fifth journal entry, debtor sham account to sales account. Both these accounts are new, debtor sham account and sales account. Seventh journal entry, cash account debtor to debtors account, debtors sham account. Both the account codes already listed, so I am ignoring it. Cash account debtor to debtor sham account, it is done now. Okay, eighth journal entry, ICICI bank account debtor to cash account. ICICI bank is already listed and cash account is already listed, so I am ignoring it again. Coming to page number 3, debtors Ramya account and sales account. Debtors Ramya account is a new, sales account we have already listed, so I am adding it, debtors Ramya account. The next one, ICICI bank account debtor to debtors Ramya account. Both the account codes are listed, so I am leaving it. On 26th April, we have entry drawings account to cash account. Drawings is a new account, I am adding it. Creditors PQR account debtor to cash account. Both these accounts are already listed, I am not adding again. And page number 4th, rent account to cash account. Rent is a new account code, I am adding it, rent expense account. And the last one, telephone and communication account, I am adding it as telephone expenses account. So we need to open these many ledger accounts in ledger. Let us open one by one sequentially in the same order and then we will post these journal entries into ledger. Let us start with cash account and we will go by one journal entry and see wherever cash account is got impacted and then we will post into ledger. Let us prepare cash account format. At the center I am writing it as an cash account and then T format, left side debit and right side credit. Okay, let's get into first journal entry. 1st April 2016, cash account debit to capital account. The posting process is very simple. See where cash account is, whether cash account is debited or credited. If cash account is debited, then go to a debit side of cash account and enter the transaction. If cash account is credited, then go to the credit side of cash account and then record the transaction. Okay, simple rule. Wherever that particular ledger account is debited, then go to the debit side of that ledger account. If it is credited, then go to the credit side of the ledger account. Cash account debtor to capital account. So cash account is debited here. I am entering this transaction on the debit side of cash account. First column, 1st April 2016 as a date. In particulars, I am writing it to capital account. The other account which is affected because of this transaction needs to be recorded in particulars. When we write on the debit side, always we should start with to capital account and journal folio as 1, because I'm taking this transaction from page number 1, journal page number 1. So I'm entering journal folio as 1 and amount as 2 lakh. Go to the second transaction. Here cash account is credited. So I am recording this transaction on the credit side of cash account. Date 2nd April. Particulars by ICICI bank account. Remember, whenever we start writing on a credit side, it should be started with by ICICI bank account. Journal folio, again we are taking this transaction from page number 1 of a journal book. So I am writing journal folio as 1 and amount is 10,000. Like this, we need to proceed with every journal entry and make sure that the particular line is posted. And at the same time, in the ledger folio column, against cash account, you need to write page number of the cash account in journal book, which I am not writing now. Okay. And third transaction is furniture to creditors, no cash account, ignore that. Fourth transaction, stationery expense to cash account. So cash account is on the credit side. I am recording transaction on the credit side of cash account. 5th April 2016 by stationery expenses. Journal folio again 1. Amount is 2,500. Okay. And let us move to a next page number 2. First transaction, again cash account is on credit side, purchases account debtor to ABC creditor account and cash account. 10th April by purchases, journal folio, page number 2 and amount is 1 lakh. Though purchases, we have amount of 2,50,000. 1 lakh is related to cash and another 1,50,000 is credit purchases. So we have to post that to creditors account. And next transaction, debtors to sales. It is not required now. And 7th transaction, cash account debtor to debtors. Cash account is debited. So I'm moving into a debit side of the cash account. 15th April 2016 to debtors sham account, journal folio 2 and amount as 75,000. 8th transaction, ICICI bank account debtor to cash account. Cash account is credited. So I'm moving to a credit side of the cash account. 17th April by ICICI bank account. Journal folio 2. Amount is 75,000. Let's move to page number 3. Debtors to sales is not required. ICICI to debtors, no cash account in it. Again, I'm not considering it. And next journal entry, drawings to cash. So cash is on the credit side. So for 26th April, on the credit side of cash account, by drawings account, journal folio, page number 3, amount 10,000. And next transaction, 27th April, creditors to cash. Again, it is on a credit side. I'm recording this as an credit side transaction for cash account. 27th April, by creditors PQR account 50,000. And the last page, page number 4, rent account to cash account. So cash account is on credit side. Again on the credit side, 28th April 2016, rent account debtor to cash account. So I'm writing here 28th April 2016, by rent account, journal folio page number 4, amount is 10,000. Same way on 29th April, telephone to cash, again on the credit side, 29th April, by telephone account, rupees 4,000. This is how we have to post transaction to ledger. And next step is balance this journal and find out the balance of cash account. How do we do the totaling? First, see which side of the transaction is having higher balance. Here, by seeing debit side and credit side, we know that debit side is higher balance. So I'm writing balance of 2,75,000 both the sides. And you separately make a total of 10,000 plus 2,500, 1 lakh plus 75,000 plus 10,000 plus 50,000 plus 10,000 plus 4,000 comes to 2 lakh 65,000, and total of both the sides should be 2 lakh 75,000. 2 lakh 75,000 minus 2 lakh 65,500 comes to 9,500. This 9,500 should be written as on 30th April or a month end date as by balance carried down 9,500. Very simple. Make the total of the highest side and difference between highest side and the other side total. We have to write it as balance carried down with amount, the difference amount for the month end, at the month end. Fine. So this is how the ledger posting and balance carried down will be recorded in ledger. And again on 1st of May, we have to brought down this balance and start recording other cash account transactions pertaining to the month of May. Ledger cash account is real account and cash account is a asset account. Cash account always shows debit balance. These are the point which you need to remember. Cash account is real account and cash account is asset account. Always cash account shows debit balance or zero balance. Remember, any account can show zero balance, but if it is not zero, then cash account will show debit balance. Next, we will work on capital account. There is only one transaction which is affected capital account. That is the first transaction, cash account debtor to capital account. Capital account is on the credit side. So we need to record the transaction on credit side of capital account. 1st April 2016 as transaction date, and by cash account, journal folio 1 and amount is 2 lakh, and there is no other transaction. I am going to total this capital account. Balance is 2 lakh on the credit side. Debit side also should be 2 lakh at the month end. So to balance it out, that balances will be transferred to next month. I am writing 30th April 2016, to balance carried down rupees 2 lakhs. And on 1st of May, we are bringing back by balance brought down amount 2 lakh. End of the month, we have to do carry down, and beginning of the month, we have to brought it down and then start recording next month's transaction. Feature of capital account. Capital account is a personal account and owner's equity account. Capital account generally shows credit balance. Let us move to next account, ICICI Bank account. In the second transaction, ICICI Bank account is debited. So I am writing on the debit side of ICICI Bank account. 2nd April transaction date to cash account, general folio 1 and amount is 10,000. The other transaction which is affected by ICICI Bank account is 8th journal entry, that is the 4th journal entry in page number 2, ICICI Bank account debtor to cash account. So again it is on the debit side, 17th April 2016 to cash account, journal folio 2, amount is 75,000. Again ICICI Bank account got affected on 25th April, page number 3, 2nd journal entry. ICICI Bank account is debited 25th April 2016 to debtors sham account, page number 3 or journal folio 3, amount is 1 lakh. And there is no other transaction. I'm totaling it. ICICI Bank debit side total is 2,85,000. Credit side total should be 2,85,000. And so the difference between debit and credit, I am transferring it by balance carried down rupees 2,85,000. And 1st May 2016, we are bringing back balance, balance brought down 2,85,000. Features of bank account. Bank account is a personal account and asset account. Generally, bank account shows debit balance, but in case of overdraft facility, it may show credit balance. If there is a overdraft facility and if we utilize that overdraft facility, then it show credit balance. Furniture account. There is only one transaction which is affected here because of furniture. The transaction number is 3. Furniture account debtor to creditors PQR account. On the debit side again, 2nd April 2016 to creditors PQR account, general folio 1, amount is 50,000. There is no other transaction, so I am totaling it first on the debit side and credit side should be 50,000. So I am transferring balance 30th April 2016 by balance carry down 50,000 and 1st May 2016 to balance brought down amount 50,000. Next account is creditor PQR account. Creditor PQR account, the 3rd journal entry is having creditor PQR account and it is on the credit side. I am recording this transaction in ledger as 2nd April 2016 and in particular columns the affected account is furniture account by furniture account and journal folio page number 1, amount is 50,000. PQR account, again there will be one more transaction which is in page number 3, 4th journal entry, 27th April 2016, creditor PQR account debit to cash account. So PQR account is on the debit side. I am going to the debit side of the PQR account and recording transaction as 27th April 2016 date with particulars as to cash account. Journal folio is page number 3. Amount is 50,000. And then we need to make a total. Debit and credit both are matching 50,000 each. So there is no amount of carried down and brought down. Remember, creditors is personal account and liability account. Creditor account generally shows credit balance or zero balance. So next account is stationery account. There is only one transaction in page number 1 related to stationery account. Transaction number 4 on page number 1. Stationery expense account debit to cash account. So I'm recording this transaction as on 5th April on the debit side of stationery account. 5th April to cash account, general folio as 1, amount is 2500. Total should be 2500 on both the sides, 2500 on debit and credit side I am making it 2500 by balance carried down on 30th April 2016 2500. On 1st May 2016 to balance brought down rupees 2500. Remember, stationery is a nominal account and expense account, and all expense account shows debit balances. Next one, purchases account. Purchases account is appeared in page number 2, ledger number 1 of the page number 2. Purchase account is debited there with 2,50,000 because of one is ABC creditor and another one is cash account. I'm writing on a debit side. 10th April to cash account, general folio 2, amount is 1 lakh, and another one on the same 10th April to creditor ABC account, page number 2, amount 1,50,000. Both the 2,50,000 we have recorded in purchase account. And now there is no, is there any other purchase account entry? No, there is no other purchase accounting entry. So we need to balance it. Balance debit side total is 2,50,000. Credit side also I'm putting it 2,50,000, and difference balance carried down 30th April 2016 by balance carried down is 2,50,000, and 1st May 2016 by balance brought down is 2,50,000. Remember, purchase account is nominal account and purchase account is expense account. There is an argument where we need to treat purchase account as a real account and asset account, but for a time being, for your as a basics of accounting, you remember that purchase is a nominal account and purchase is expense account. In higher studies, you will come to know why the part of purchase account needs to be treated as an asset. That we will discuss in your higher studies. And purchase account always shows debit balance. Next account is creditor ABC account. Creditor ABC account is hit by the transaction in this. Okay, creditor ABC account is hit by the transaction in transaction number 1 of page number 2, PQR account to ABC account and cash account. So creditor ABC account is on the credit side in the journal. I am recording this transaction on a credit side of creditor ABC account. 10th April 2016, particulars by purchase account, general folio 2, amount is 1,50,000. And we need to balance it. Credit side total is 1,50,000. Debit side also should be 1,50,000 by the way of balance carried down on 30th April 2016. Amount carried down is 1,50,000. And on 1st May 2016, by balance brought down is 1,50,000. Creditor is personal account and it is liability account. Creditor account generally shows credit balance. Next account, debtors sham account. Debtors sham account is affected by transaction 2 on a page number 2, 11th April 2016. Debtor sham account debit to sales account, 1 lakh rupees. It is a T format. Debtor sham account is debited. So 11th April 2016 to sales account, journal folio 2, amount is 1 lakh. And next transaction is the third transaction of page number 2, cash account debtor to debtor sham account, 75,000. So on the credit side, I'm writing it as 15th April 2016 by cash account, 75,000. So we need to balance this particular account. Highest side is debit side 1 lakh. So credit side also I'm putting it 1 lakh, and the difference is balance carried down. 30th April 2016 by balance carried down 25,000. First, and on 1st May 2016 to balance brought down rupees 25,000. Debtors is personal account and it is asset account. Always debtors account shows balance of debit side, otherwise it may be 0. Then sales account. Sales account is affected because of the transaction number 2 in page number 2, debtors to sales account. Sales account is on the credit side, 10th April 2016 by debtors sham account, journal folio 2, amount is 1000. Remember, every journal entry will be posted 2 times, one for a debit line and another one is for credit line, or as many number of times based on the number of lines in journal entries. Okay, data sales account is posted, sales account is credited with 1 lakh, and there is a one more sales transaction which is on page number 3 and transaction number 1, debtors Ramya to sales account. Again, sales account is credited here. I am recording this transaction 18th April. By debtors Ramya account, journal folio 3, amount is 1 lakh. We need to balance it. Credit side total is 2 lakh, which is a credit balance, and debit side I am putting the same balance of 2 lakhs. 30th April 2016, to balance carried down 2 lakhs. Again on 1st May 2016, by balance brought down 2 lakhs. Sales is nominal account and income account. Sales account always shows credit balance. Next one is debtors Ramya account. Debtors Ramya account is hit by transaction number 1 in page number 3. Debtors Ramya account to sales account. Ramya account is debit side, so I am on the debit side of the debtors account. 18th April 2016 to sales account, journal folio 3, amount is 1 lakh. And next transaction it shows debtors Ramya account is credited. So 25th April 2016 by ICICI bank account, journal folio 3, amount is 1 lakh. Balance is 0. Balance is total of debit and credit is 1 lakh and balance is 0. So balance carried down and balance brought down is also 0. Debtors is personal account as discussed earlier. Debtors is also asset account. Debtors account generally shows debit balance or 0 balance. Drawings account, the only one transaction which is affected by drawings, which is a third transaction in page number 3. Drawings is debited. On the debit side of the drawings account, I have recorded transaction as 26 April 2016 to cash account, journal folio 3, amount is 10,000. Let us balance it. Debit side total 10,000 and then credit side total should be 10,000 at the month end. 30th April 2016, by balance carried down 10,000 rupees. It is a difference between debit side total and credit side earlier total. So it is on 1st May 2016, to balance brought down 10,000. Drawings is personal account and drawings is owner's equity account. Drawings account generally shows debit balance. Rent account, this is only one transaction. Rent account is debited. So on the debit side, I am writing 28th April 2016 to cash account, journal folio 4, amount is 10,000 and balancing it 10,000, 10,000 both the sides. The difference is on 30th April 2016, by balance carried down 10,000. May 2016, 1st May 2016, to balance brought down 10,000. Rent is nominal account and expense account. Generally, expense account shows debit balance. Telephone and communication expenses, only one transaction. There is a last transaction on page number 4, 29th April 2016 to cash account on the debit side, journal folio 4, amount is 4,000. Total of the both the sides are 4,000. 30th April 2016, by balance carried down 4,000. 1st May 2016, to balance brought down 4,000. Telephone expense is nominal account. Telephone expense is expense account. Generally, expense account shows debit balances. This is how we post transactions from journal to ledger. Remember, every journal there are 2 lines. Each line will go into a different ledger folio. For example, the first account, cash account, will go to a cash account, page number 1, and capital account is page number 2 in our slide. So we need to write, for every line we need to write which is the ledger folio number in journal book also. And in the same way in ledger book, we will be writing journal folio, which will help us in doing a reconciliation. And at the month end, we have to balance the ledger. First, we have to total the highest side and then the lower side. The total should be the difference between highest side and the lower side is treated as balance carried down, and then the same balance will be brought down on the next month, first day of the next month. This is how ledger posting and ledger balancing exercise works out. Let us have some quiz questions. Ledger book is also known as principal book. Transferring entries from journal to ledger is generally known as posting. If credit side of the bank account is less than the debit side of the bank account, it indicates which of the following. Credit side of the bank account is less than the debit side of the bank account. So debit side is more, means cash at bank. If credit side of the bank account is more than the debit side of the bank account, it indicates which of the following. It indicates overdraft balance. Bank accounts should generally show debit balance when there is no overdraft facility. In case of overdraft facility, only bank account can show credit balance. Trial balance will be prepared using ledger accounts. Generally, capital account shows, capital account is a owner's equity account, so it will always show credit balance. Generally, asset account shows debit balance. Questions: what is ledger and explain the need of ledger? What is ledger posting and explain steps in ledger posting? Ledger is called as principal book. Explain. These are few questions for your references. And then problem here: journalize the following transaction in the books of Bima traders and post them in ledger. There are multiple transactions. Please read and try to work it out. Thank you. Please share your feedback to parvamedia@gmail.com. We value your feedback. Thank you very much.